So I do want to get into the next topic a little bit, but we're gonna switch gears here from Killua to this sort of anime portrait commission that I just got. I want to do this one fairly quickly, and for me that means because of how much I offered for this one, the pay. That gives me maybe 4 or 5 sessions that I want to be able to finish this. So I'm kind of just going to get in there. I'm going to use my the brushes that I created. We're going to go with Opus Color. I like using this for color and sketching. So I'm in my layer here, and we're just going to get in there and start working. So want to make sure my eraser brush is bigger too. Okay, so let's do that, and then double tap. Let's increase the size of the eraser brush a bit. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna get in here. We're gonna use a green line. So this is actually her right here. I blurred out her face for privacy's sake, and but using her hair as a reference. And then she decided she wanted to be an Elven Mage. So and keeping in mind this is going to be a what do you call it? A profile picture for Discord and Twitch. So I know that they kind of come in circles like that. So I might make a little bit of a circle first, just to make sure I kind of have an idea of where the there, this is my circle. Yeah, I know that Procreate like autocorrects it too. Just to have an idea of where the composition is going to be. So I'm just going to fill that up. Yeah, that's probably fine. Maybe a little bit bigger on this side. There. Okay. A little bit higher. There. So the piece is going to be in here. So this is, I'm just going to call this layer circle. And then we're going to, okay, we're going to use a dark green here, and we're going to start sketching just sort of based on these references I have. So Elven Mage, a lot of these references kind of have similar trends. Okay, so elves, they will use metal work, right? So as opposed to maybe a gnome or a dwarf or something. Well, dwarves would have metal work, but something older might have like stone or wood. But there's a lot of like fabric here, and like metal, I don't know what to call them, accessories, like shoulder pads, belts, gloves, gauntlets, anklets, armlets, bracelets. I don't know, a lot of lets. So just keeping that in mind. Not a whole lot of like chains, maybe a little bit here. That one, this Elven Mage has a little bit more of like a rugged look with the little chains or key rings or whatever those are. So just kind of studying these things. I just want to get an overall feel. I'm just gonna like take bits and pieces from each one, from each reference. A lot of like, yeah, flowy fabric, dresses, and okay, so mage. Okay, this one's wielding magic. This one's wielding magic. This one is wielding a staff. A staff might be nice, some kind of staff or wand. Yeah, mages will use a staff, so maybe we can do a staff, but maybe not. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So I'm gonna get in here and start sketching something. Just starting to get the overall flow of something. I like having my references like this, where they're all arranged in a different layer. And I'm just gonna sort of bring them down in opacity like that. And I'm gonna get into my sketch layer, and I'm gonna call it Pass 1. And we'll get in there and start sketching. So I'm just gonna, without undoing as much as possible, I'm just gonna use my pencil and eraser and just get in there and start drawing things. So head here, and I remember the last time I drew her, it was a sort of a chibi style, not totally chibi, but sort of an in-between, big head, small body kind of deal, but not like chibi where the body's only 2 heads high and with like zero detail in the, in the face. So we're gonna make it a little bit different from that. So she said green, and kind of going off the shirt that she's wearing, high-waisted jeans that she's wearing there. We'll keep that in mind. So okay, let's see. Let's get a nice upright. Yeah, we'll bring the head up here, and then it's like the flow of things. I kind of want there to be like, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do some, you know, weird lines for now, and then we'll do a torso, and then we'll do like a gesture. You know, this is what we did in school, right? Gestures. So now with that gesture, it kind of makes me feel that her head should kind of be like up this way. Get a nice flow there. And then her hair is going to be coming up here. And then that high-waisted, so maybe blue, and then blue here, and then green here. So green and blue. So I think now that I have, maybe these are going to be sleeves, and then maybe some more you know, dress or like flowy things coming out this way. But we want like some metal pieces too, so maybe around the shoulders, and then here, like, yeah, there's a lot of like design elements like here in the, like in the front. So maybe we'll kind of make it like a coat kind of thing. Now these sleeves are too big, but yeah, they've kind of become sleeves. So maybe instead of sleeves, maybe just like I don't know. So some kind of, okay, if she's gonna be wielding magic, maybe a hand up here. My sketch process is very scattered right now, but I've got something that's kind of already there, and I want this sort of shift in angles here, C curve going on in the body, so that it's not just one angle. So let's bring everything over that way. Okay, so I guess a dress, you know, a belt and dress will be the way to go. Okay, so okay, I think that. And then here there will be something. Should we do a cape? I don't know, maybe a hood. Yeah, I think for a mage you want a hood. Hooded mage. Yeah, I think you want a hood. Does she have a hood? She doesn't have a hood. She's more like royal. She doesn't have a hood, but she does, and she does too. I like the feel of a hood when it comes to a mage. You know, think of Gandalf. You know, these guys can put on a hood if they need to. And maybe the hood can have like some gold embellishments there. Okay. So where do we want the face to be? Parted in the middle. Yeah, we'll stay true to the hair that she put in the reference. That's the only reason I still have the reference, because well, the colors in the hair and the color of the hair too, we're gonna keep that. Yeah, and then she has these little things in her hair, which are like little, I don't know what they are, little rings and little metal clips. So we're gonna use that, but we're not in those details yet. But let's look at the shape of the hair. Yeah, it's wavy here, so we'll go wavy, and a transition into like this orange red color. So yeah, like an orange red color, we're gonna use that. Whoops, let's grab my color again. Okay, so like that. Okay, so her hands, I think it's going to be very important getting the hands in a good position here. So mages, right? So this hand, her hands are crossed. This one, there's like a nice change in angle to the hands. This one here, she's just a royal pose. This one here, yeah, the hands are like different angles. Hands are at different angles. So yeah, there's something about the dynamism of posing that these elf mage images are using. So here, so let's have the most like gentle, like she's holding some kind of magic. Or is she casting the magic? Like, is there going to be hand out like facing us? No, I think we'll kind of go for something more gentle. I think like something like this. Let's get an arm down here, and then like that, and change the position of the sleeve a little bit, and then bring this shoulder down here. Okay, I got 10 minutes left in my timer here. I do want to get a sketch down pretty well so that I can start like locking it in. And then body here, torso, belt, hips, legs, maybe with a dress in the front here and dress in the back. Now, do we want some asymmetry? Now, this one is very symmetrical in the outfit. This one's very symmetrical. Very symmetrical, very symmetrical. No, you know what? For an elf mage, we'll keep everything symmetrical on the outfit. Okay. We'll start, sketching in some shading here, just getting things where they need to be, and then let's get a face in there. So here, we're gonna get a face in there. Get the eyes in, some anime, eyes. You know what? Let's lift the eyes up a little bit to show that she's sort of looking up a little bit more. Now this pose is very basic, very basic. And I think we need to get the head a little bit bigger to sort of achieve the style that I was going for. Whoa, there's a lot of haptic feedback as I'm doing that selection. Bigger head. Let's turn the size of the whole body down a bit. Okay. Okay. And then I'm gonna start like getting in a sort of a gesture almost for the fabric. Hood, but also this little cloak looking thing. And then there's like tighter fitting ankle gauntlets and ankle I don't know what to call these things, braces around the arm. So I think maybe a tighter fit around the arm here, and then the sleeve, if there's going to be a flowy sleeve, we'll just bring it down. So form fitting around the forearms, and then we'll bring this piece like that. Very elegant pose. Maybe the head a little bit too high. But I want a little bit more dynamism than this. More action. I think the hands being low like that makes this pose look really relaxed. But I think maybe we'll go with like a casting of magic instead. Rather than a ready holding of magic. Something a little bit more happy, a little bit more a little bit more energy. Okay. So where should we place? I'm going to place a general position of the arm here. Let's actually get rid of this. The hand, I mean. Yeah, a lot of concentration here to set this up, so I'm not getting into any specific topic here. I do know what I want to talk about next, but I think there's too much here to think about for me to... Yeah, I mean, this doesn't have to be the most unique, piece in the world, but I just want something that a little bit less boring on the pose. So here with this arm, maybe we'll go like this. Maybe for this arm she's holding some more magic right here, and then this one is like casting some kind of magic. And then I can maybe for the profile picture's sake, like, yeah, maybe like really push the elements here. Maybe she's powerful mage, you know. So maybe some kind of like something like this. Yeah, where we can see some. I'm thinking yellow or green kind of magic here. Yeah, maybe some green magic come in there, and then this one's like a flame or something, like maybe a blue flame, like green and blue. We're thinking green and blue. Yeah, this looks good. I think composition wise this looks fun. And sort of get the shapes in there. Now, yeah, I think like this one and this one, they have like the shape of it is like there's like a V shape right here coming in here, and then the fabric kind of comes down, and then the side of the legs can maybe get exposed right here, maybe pants or tights or something. I want to get that gesture right, and the changes in angle. I think for silhouette's sake, we're gonna make this a little bit more angular, and then here, weight is on this leg here, so that side of the hip will be a little bit higher up. Get that little hip tilt, and then leg coming out this way. Okay. Cover more of the leg there. Yeah, this is nice. I think this looks good. So here we're gonna have to bring the shoulder up. I really like the looseness of the sketch phase, you know, like mine I'm always searching. Like I don't have that good of a pre-visualization for sketches. I search for the sketch. It comes alive and I'm like, that doesn't look good, this looks good, that looks good, that doesn't look good, and just adjust and adjust until it sort of comes together. I'm not the best pre-visualizer, but that is something I'm thinking of. Like it would be wonderful like if I could have just thought of this pose right away and got it on the first try. But as long as I get, you know, some kind of good result, I'm gonna trust my process. But yeah, to save time, I do want to pre-visualize as much as I can. Is the head too big? I just want to make adjustments on the proportions here. And I think the head is fine. Yeah, I think the head is fine. Yeah, we want to angle it a bit there. Let's angle it. And then is it too round? No, I like the face that I had. Well, once we get in there and start, you know, drawing the face, then it'll start to change. So we're gonna mirror here. I'm almost done with my timer here on this one. Got a couple minutes left, but we're gonna mirror to see if anything looks like obviously wrong, or if any improvements can be made to the composition. Yeah, so I'm seeing here already. There's no depth in the torso, so I want to change the angle of the rib cage a little bit, the center line here, and the face. The head can kind of move too far that way. So yeah, mirroring helps me notice like a lot of these big flaws. So I want to make sure that the torso has some roundness to it. So I'm gonna just sketch in some extra lines here to help me get things right. I notice myself using a stronger pressure now on my pencil, just to like really lock in certain lines and angles. The center line of the face is gonna be more right there. So maybe push this up. Push the whole face up a little bit, maybe. Whoa, that was wrong. Let's grab the whole face. Push it up a little bit like that. Angle it a bit more. And you know what? There's no neck here. I have to find the neck because it's sort of looking like her head is floating. Collarbone here. Yeah, I need to start just locking things in. Maybe, how do I get more flow? There's gonna be sleeves here, and then, okay. I think this is good for now. We'll keep working on this, but the sketch is not quite there. But yeah, that is the end of my timer though. So I'm glad to have gotten a start on this, and I'll re-mirror this one back to where it was because I like that better. But we'll keep using the mirror tool to sort of lock this in. Let's look at it without the references. Yeah, this is cute, but it's not quite there to how I want it to be. Composition overall is good, but stuff about the body and face and head need to be adjusted. So we'll keep working on it, and I'll talk to you guys later. God bless. Bye-bye.